I'm not. I'm no longer a white man's whore. Hey guys! Welcome back to our second episode of Thinking Thoughts. Woohoo! First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has been listening. Me and Carina, the night we released it, we were so happy and we felt so loved. Like people were responding to our stories and like reacting to it and like texting us,
which is really cute.
Yeah, I thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to our pilot.
Woo-hoo.
So here's our second one. Let's do a short little intros.
Yes. Okay. So the way we're gonna start these videos and these podcasts, we're gonna like say our name, say a fun fact, and do an outfit fit check. The fun facts can be whatever we want it to be. We may lie, we may not.
Who knows?
Who knows? So I can go first.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Carina. My fun fact today is that I have 9 toes. You'll see if that's true or not. I don't know, feet finder. And then my fit of the day. So my sister got me this dress. I think that she just didn't want it, so she gave it to me.
It's a cute dress.
Thank you, but it's from Tilly's. Super cute. My earrings are from a little, what's it called, like flea market, maker's market.
Mm-hmm.
She was so nice. Her name was Katrina, so I was like, that's close to mine. I'm wearing my glasses because I broke my contacts. That's good.
Hi, I'm Mindy. Fun fact about me is I have 4 tattoos.
I thought you were going to say 4 toes, and I was like, no way, bro, no way.
4 tattoos, and hopefully 5 soon, once I get money. And fit check. I got this shirt and this necklace from the same maker's market that Carina got her earrings. And these shorts, I thrifted them, but they're from Target.
I love Target.
Me too.
I love Target. Me too. What are we talking about today, Mindy?
Okay, so
wait, really quick.
Yes.
I have 10 toes. I just want to clarify that. I have 10 toes. Okay, what are we talking about today?
Okay. Little anecdote. So I told Carina last night that I'm kind of like in my chaotic girl, bad bitch era. But sometimes I girl boss too close to the sun, and things happen to us, and I'm like, fuck. but then we learn some lessons. So today's podcast topic is learning experiences and. Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty.
Yeah.
I thought you were going somewhere different with that, and I was like, where are you going? What's going on? Whoa.
I just want to do a little quick intro.
Mindy, do you have any recent life experiences that you've learned a lesson at?
Yes.
Really?
Funny that you ask that. I do have a story. So this is a fun story of something that happened to me.
Days ago.
Wednesday night, 2 days ago. So it's a Bumble date, quote unquote, story. So basically, I was talking to this guy. I'm not saying his name because he asked me not to. I told him I was gonna put this on my podcast, and he told me to not say his name and to be nice about him.
But I don't know him, so I don't know how to be nice.
Period.
But I have my opinions and I'll share them at the end.
Okay, so we were talking for like a week on Bumble and talk. He was really cool. He was very like good at conversation, which I like, obviously.
You don't have to justify that.
Yeah.
Some men are boring and hot. It's okay.
So true. So I was like, oh, he seems cool. And he suggested going to Dave & Buster's for our first date, which has been a dream of mine since high school. So I was like, perfect. Love this. And then also, he kept on postponing the date because his foot broke. But that's besides the point. So finally, we meet up 2 weeks later. So I get there, and he buys me a drink. He pays for my games. We're like having a fun time, like playing like a lot of like games together, like against each other, like ice hockey, Mario Kart, games involving 2 people. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like, we were doing that, and then we went up to the rooftop, and we were talking for like, I want to say like 30 minutes or like an hour. Like, we were talking for a while, just like drinking and talking, like, you know, typical date things.
Literally.
And then this is where it gets a little messy. We go down to the dance floor, because this Dave and Buster's, by the way, is so fun. Like, they're 3 stories. Sorry, this is off topic, but they're 3 stories. And the first one is like it's a dance floor bar area, which I have never seen at Dave and Buster's. I don't know about you, but
I don't remember.
I don't think so. And then the second floor is like the games and like the normal Dave and Buster's experience, and then the top floor is a rooftop bar, which I love. So I was like, oh, this place is so fun. So we go down to the dance floor. We're like dancing together. He literally grabs my waist, my ass, like is literally like being, I don't know, flirty.
You don't have to justify it. Tell him the facts.
Tell
him the facts.
Yeah, I'm just stating facts. So yeah, so I was like, okay, he's like making moves on me. So I lean in to kiss him, and then he was like, ooh, sorry, I can't hook up. Like, I just got out of a long-term relationship. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, he probably just doesn't want to hook up and like just wants to go on a few dates before hooking up. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So after like 5 minutes, he's still like, after he says that too, he's still like touching me. So I'm like, like,
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So I was like, this is kind of,
I'm like trying to hide my facial expressions.
I like didn't know what was going on, because like he said like, no, I don't want to hook up.
Yeah.
But then he kept on like touching me, and then I was like, oh, can we like talk about it? So we like, or he was like, can we talk about it? And then we went off the dance floor, and then he was like, yeah, like me and my girlfriend are on a break right now, but we like told each other we weren't gonna hook up with other people. Like, I just downloaded Bumble because I wanted to make friends and meet people, and I'm using it just like as a social app. Like, I don't want to really like date. And this is like 3 hours after our date has started. So he told me literally at the end. I was staring at him in shock for like a minute straight. And he was like, why are you so speechless? I was like,
I guess he literally canceled the plan, and then he was the one that initiated going out again.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that was all his idea. And we've been talking for like 2 weeks, and he didn't say anything, his intentions, which I feel like that's something you should start off with. If you're on a dating app, you would think that you are gonna go on dates with people,
or like hook up,
or hook up, like something like romantic, like I don't know.
I don't know very many people who are on dating apps to make friends.
Yeah, I don't.
So also like,
but if you are, communicate that.
Yeah, I agree.
So obviously, I'm like shocked and like I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I was literally speechless, and so I was like, I think I have to go home right now. And then he was like, oh, like, is your roommate picking you up? And I was like, no. Can you give me a ride? So we walked down to his car in like complete silence. And then I go into his car and I just start laughing like so much, because I was like, this shit is so funny. Like, of course this happens to me. Like, I was like excited for this date, you know, like expecting it to be like something to happen.
Fun,
yeah. And then this happened, and I was like, this sucks. So,
what lesson did you learn from this experience?
I guess, for
this morning you said you let go.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday I was very angry. Yesterday I was not in a good mood at all. I was, yeah. But I think a few lessons I've learned are to, also, I'm very bad at standing up for myself and like setting boundaries.
I don't think you're bad at that. I think you're learning.
I'm learning, yeah. But I'm not the best at it, I guess.
Yeah.
But when he was like telling me all this, I like told him how I felt and like how I thought it was kind of inappropriate that he was like leading me on, which I'm very proud of myself for doing. So I guess some lessons I learned are communication is key. Very key. mostly on his part, but also like communication involves two people. So it's important to communicate with whoever you're going out with and kind of set boundaries or expectations. I think is important one. And I guess just really not. I had like, okay, the thing is, before going into this date, I was really excited about it because I've been talking to him for a while.
It's normal, yeah.
Yeah, and he was very nice to talk to, and I still think he's. I think that he is a sweet guy, very nice. But I just think he doesn't really think a lot.
He has some emotional maturing that he needs to do. Some healing that he needs to do.
Yeah. So I kind of just realized what I want in a partner and a friend. Like, I was like, I would have been friends with you if you told me beforehand, but now you kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
So I think I learned some things that I wanted, like honesty, communication. And I just learned that men, you can't expect too much for them.
As Naomi tells me, not all men. A lot of them. Y'all are fucking crazy.
We just have to keep on going on dates and keep meeting people until we find men that actually deserve our time and trust.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you, Mindy.
It's okay.
It's been stressing you out. I know.
It's okay. It was stressing me out yesterday, but now I'm kind of like over it. I think that was kind of funny. And like on the car ride back, I was like,
he bought her McDonald's.
Yeah, he did. He felt really bad, and he bought me McDonald's. And then I was just saying, like, I literally told him, I was like, I have a podcast, and this is gonna be on it.
Hey, homie.
Hi. I was like, I'll text you the link. Kisses.
I don't even know what this guy looks like, but
also, his profile, he did not look like his profile. His pictures were from high school. Yeah. He hasn't updated it in years. He like had a full like beard and mustache and like long hair, and I was like, oh, hi.
These are just facts.
Yeah, these are just facts.
That's crazy.
I literally, and also when we got to our apartment, we were parked in the parking lot for like 10 minutes, and I was kind of explaining to him, like, hey, like, you should communicate with whoever you're going out with, and like, he was asking me, like, for help, kind of, and like, suggestions on how to, like, communicate better, and I literally, like, pulled out his Bumble profile, and I was, like, giving him tips. I was like, I had no shame in that car ride, I was just saying shit.
You don't have to.
Yeah. So,
learning lessons.
Yeah.
So we recently moved to Hawaii. I don't know if we included that in the first one. Whatever. My family lives here. We're working. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But it's been a change living with my grandma because I'm so used to like kind of doing my own thing, letting people know what I'm doing, where I am, when I have the time to. And I'm learning now that my grandma wants more than that. But I also have been trying to work with her of like, these are my boundaries, and as an Asian 89-year-old, I think it's a little bit hard to like rewire your brain to relearn and learn in the first place. Like sometimes I can't be really mean to my granddaughter or my daughter or like my family because then they won't want to do things with me. So just taking that lesson of patience, so much patience, and understanding. And like my grandma's a very funny woman and she can't hear a damn thing. But she also like is from a different culture, a different time, and like some of the things that I may find offensive or hurtful, she's just like, it is what it is. So learning that lesson of, okay, she comes from a different place, like respect means something different to her, and I am trying to find a way to like meet in the middle with her, so I'm not feeling like I'm overextending myself, but she also feels respected. Mm-hmm. That's a lesson that I've been learning recently. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, no. My grandma, Mindy loves my grandma, and my grandma loves Mindy.
Adore her.
Yeah, Grandma Yoshiko doesn't like very many people, to be completely honest. But she will act like she does. She can be fake homie. But she actually really likes you.
Aww,
Yeah.
she's great.
Mm-hmm.
She's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just setting boundaries.
No, literally. Do you have any stories of how you've had to learn how to set boundaries in an ideal or not ideal way? That's a good question.
Yeah,
I can't do that shit by myself.
Give me a second to think about it.
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
I don't even know what I just said.
Do you have any stories of
Setting boundaries?
Yeah.
I hope that you guys can't hear
Yeah.
this background.
Sorry, we live like right on the freeway,
Mhm.
so there's a lot of ambulances and
Yeah.
motorcycles, and we're trying our best.
Yes. What did I just say?
Do you have any stories of setting better boundaries?
Oh, and like learning from those mistakes. Ooh, I'm sure. Well, I went to Mexico for spring break, and I was told do not drink the water, and I didn't drink any of the water. And then I got home, and I had type A and type B of the flu. I thought that I was dying. I missed a flight to Vegas because I was so sick. Turns out I was brushing my teeth with the water, and I didn't put two and two together because like almost everyone on that trip got sick.
Oh, God.
So we were like, why are we all getting so sick? Oh my gosh, do we have COVID? No. At least I was brushing my teeth with the water in Mexico, in Tulum. I done fucked up. I literally thought I was dying. The nurses at Emmons were like, are you okay? I was like, I feel so terrible. And I was at the emergency room or like urgent care in Eaglehawk, and I'm fully like on this chair, like curled up. They called my mom because of how sick I was.
Oh, God.
And yeah, that was a learning experience for sure.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
That has been our catchphrase
You live
recently.
and you learn. Exactly. It is what it is.
It is what it is, because
It is what
things
it is.
happen that
Are out of your control, truly. And you're like, okay, cool. What the fuck?
But then some things are in our control, and
Like
still, like our DMV.
I
Sorry.
didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, I have to tell the story.
Okay. I totally forgot we were talking about that. Shit.
Okay, so me and Carina want to get Hawaii driver's license because I need to get mine for my job, and
mine's broken.
her
Mine
job's
is almost in half.
Yeah. So we were gonna get licenses. So most of the appointments aren't available until like late November, January, like months away. And I need mine soon. So I told Carina, I found one. I found one that was the next day that was like just one slot. And then she was like, wait, no, there's a closer one with like a bunch of slots. And then I was like, okay, yeah, we could go together. And we sign up for it. We drive like 20, 30 minutes away. And right when we pulled in, Carina was like, what does a commercial driver's license mean? And then I was like, that's not what we drive. Like, a commercial means like a truck or like anything bigger than like a normal car. And then we realized we signed up for the wrong driver's license appointment, and we went in, and the guy was very nice. He was very sweet. He set up appointments for us, but I was like, and this was the morning after my Dave and Buster's spiel experience. So I was not in a good mood. I was like, okay, this is great.
Yeah.
But now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know to read what we're setting ourselves up
Yeah,
for.
I felt so bad about that. Yeah. I also realized I have a Class C driver's license, so I'm technically qualified to drive an 18 or 16-wheeler. Would you like it? Fuck it.
I don't know how you got that, but you have it.
I have it, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I learned what commercial licenses are.
Yeah.
Lessons learned.
Lessons learned.
Maybe thinking thoughts.
This is your first time not living in LA, right? are there any other lessons you've learned living so far away from your parents?
That's a good question. Yes and no.
Okay.
So I've been living out of my parents' house since I was like 19 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of learned and always been a very independent person.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in LA, I was always at least like 20 minutes away from them.
Yeah.
And now I'm grateful that I have my auntie and my grandma here because if I have questions, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Hello?
Yeah.
And I think just learning more about communication and like making time to talk to my family and my friends, like that's always been something that they've been a little bit frustrated with me because I take forever to get back to you. Like I'm usually going through it, and even if I'm not, like it's not my priority to text. And even if you call me over and over again and I'm busy, like I don't want to get back to you. So that's something that I'm trying to work on and trying to learn, and like has definitely been an adjustment for me. Yeah. How about you? You moved across the country.
Yeah. I moved far away from home in college, so I'm kind of used to being away from my family, but this is different just because like college, there was like a structure and like I had like resources.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of just
Fuck it, we ball.
Like YOLO vibes. The first thing that came to my mind is learning about cars. I don't have a car, but Carina does. We share it. AKA, she drives me everywhere because I'm a very bad driver.
Passenger princess.
Yeah, I'm a passenger princess. What can I say? Her cars are pretty old.
Yeah. We've been using my auntie's cars.
Yeah. Our Mini Cooper. We love her. I love her. Love her. Sadie, she's cute. She's fun.
She's not very functional, but she is. She gets us from point A to point B.
Sometimes she stalls. Sometimes she makes.
She's only stalled on me once.
Oh yeah. She overheats though.
Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
And the guy that was helping us doesn't want to help us anymore. And yeah, that was like a whole nother story.
We need to have like a podcast about like our experiences.
The people we've met here.
Yeah.
Like they've all been super cool and super fun.
Super nice too, super friendly. Just like,
it's just like the way people communicate here is different than in LA and I think what we're used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are definitely on island time out here. I really like that. No, I was gonna say I like that. Mindy does not like that. I don't care if I'm late at all.
I have anxiety, so I get really stressed out when I'm late. But that's kind of, I've been kind of like getting out of that. Like my first few interviews here, I was late to a few of them. Yeah. And kind of just, I think something I'm also learning while I'm here is kind of more living in the moment and being more mindful. Just because I think, I mean, no, I know that I don't know like a lot of people here. Like I know you and I know like a few other people, but I'm kind of like, and also our jobs are kind of unreliable right now, so I don't have a set schedule and I don't know what I'm going to be doing like tomorrow or the next day or the next day. And before, that would have really stressed me out. Like I used to really want to plan things like weeks in advance, like hanging out with my friends. Like
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I would literally text my friend and like be like, "Oh, are you available like October 22nd to do this?" And then like put it in my calendar and like set like a time, a place, like all these like specific things, just because I get stressed about those kind of things. But ever since I've moved here, I've really not been thinking about that at all, just because like life is so unpredictable and like you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow because your plans might change and things might not turn out the way that you think they will. Which I've been learning and really like living more in the moment and in the present.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That can be hard. My anxiety manifests in different ways. Like I'm on CPT, color people time though. But I also am capable of like being there on time, but most of the time I'm like, I'll be there when I'm there, don't worry about it. And I kind of knew going into it because I've been visiting ever since I was a little girl that people are just hella chill and just vibing, chilling, vibing, woohoo. And yeah, our jobs, they're gonna be secured eventually, but it's been difficult. I had an interview today that went really well, so I'm like, woohoo! Maybe next week I'll have another job. Yay. So just kind of taking it day by day. We've been working out. I'm a little bit sick right now, so I haven't worked out in a couple of days. Yeah, I learned I don't have mono.
Hey.
But yeah, we've been kind of just chilling and vibing. We're going to her cousin's birthday party tomorrow. Do you want to share your other plans or no? Yeah.
And then after that, I'm going on a little date with another Bumble man, but he's not white.
I cannot wait for our white man podcast.
I'm no longer a white man's whore. I never thought I was gonna say that, but I think I've had my breaking point. That Dave and Buster's guy, he was it.
He's gonna be watching this like.
Hey guys! So actually, he canceled last minute, so I didn't go. I love men. I actually sent it to him.
I think it would be so funny. I think he can find it on his own.
You think so? I mean, he doesn't know what it's called, and he doesn't follow me on Instagram. I just have his.
If he wanted it, he would.
So true.
Because I'm like, we're kind of ripping him apart. And I
could be. Oh, if we filmed this yesterday, I would have been so mean.
Really?
I was so like
how?
I don't want to say.
Okay, then just bleep it out. Just have this part out. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And we're back.
Hey. Just a little gossip session. Not gossip, just talking.
Yeah.
We be talking.
Exactly. We've been thinking, we've been talking, protecting our peace. That's one of my favorite mottos. I've been called out for saying it before. And I don't know, like, it used to be my bio for the longest time, and somebody was like, protect your peace. I say that all the time. And I was like, I don't think I've ever said that to you. But who knows? That one makes me blush, so I just don't talk about him.
38 last time.
Yeah. Do you want to do a check-in?
Yes.
Okay, great. How was your week, Mindy?
My week. Okay, what did I even do this week? Honestly, it wasn't the best. You got sick, which was sad.
I don't even know what I'm saying. I thought I had mono, then I thought I had strep, and then I thought I had something else. But I don't. I just have a nasal drip. So,
Yay.
But I haven't really been able to like breathe. So, it's not COVID though. Still
Never got COVID.
Never have I ever had COVID. Knock on wood. How many times have you had it?
Twice.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, I low-key had not a mental breakdown, but I was very stressed earlier this week about my job and about money. And I literally walked around the neighborhood for like an hour and a half. Yeah. Looking for jobs, and I didn't get one yet. But I have some interviews next week. And then my date, which you guys know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a lot better now.
Good.
I went to the gym yesterday, which helped a lot. What else have I been doing? We went to the pool the other day.
Oh my god, that was so cute.
We had a little photo shoot.
We'll have to insert those pictures.
Yeah.
That shit is so fucking funny.
I accidentally swallowed a lot of water though and almost like choked.
Yeah.
So
And Mindy doesn't know how to fully swim.
yeah.
She can donkey paddle.
Yeah, and I could kind of swim underwater if I pinch my nose.
We went to the beach, and this fool was literally going under waves, like holding her breath. And I'll turn around to make sure she's still there, and her hair, her bangs are just in front of her, and she's kind of like, hello. And every single time I would make sure she was still there, and she's like, I don't understand why you keep doing that. And I was like, you told me you don't know how to swim, and you're out here in the ocean with me. I just need to make sure you're okay. So then she brought an avocado float.
I did. I don't know. We need to get an air pump.
You don't want to blow it up by
So big.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. Besides being sick, I feel fine. I went on a little date the other day. He's cute. It's kind of it. Like, we gotta keep texting.
Hello, so I'm editing right now, and there are parts of the podcast where I decided I don't want you fools to know. So, this is me talking over it. Hey, bitches.
Hello? Really? The radiator blew.
Anyone has any suggestions on what you want to hear from us?
We got some stories.
Yeah, let us know. So thank you for listening. Again, we appreciate everyone who has subscribed, liked, just listened or watched our podcast. And we have a new profile picture, right?
Oh my gosh, yes! My friend Amanda Lou, the OG, created this beautiful picture for us. So I miss her. I keep telling her, come on the podcast, come back to Hawaii. And she's like, no. I'm like, come back. Come here. So I'm going to get her on this motherfucking podcast. And we're going to talk about roommates with her. Because I love roommate stories.
Aww.
We were chaos together. It was like Dumb and Dumber. Except
my
we were
gosh.
both dumber.
I need Anne, if you're watching this, if you're listening, come. Thank you for listening to Thinking Thought Tuesday. Hey. We'll see you next week.
Bye.